Most people hear the word automation and think it sounds complicated. They imagine coding, technical setup, and expensive software. But automation does not have to be complicated. At the beginner level, automation simply means this: when one thing happens, another thing happens automatically. For example, when someone fills out a form, their answer goes into a spreadsheet. When an email arrives with an attachment, the file gets saved to a folder. When a task is due tomorrow, you get a reminder. That is automation. And you can build simple automations like this without writing code. In this video, I will explain how no-code automation works, what tasks you should automate first, and a few beginner-friendly examples you can actually use. Let's start with the basic formula. Every automation has two main parts: a trigger and an action. The trigger is what starts the automation. For example, a form is submitted, a new email arrives, a new row is added to a spreadsheet, a file is uploaded. The action is what happens next. For example, save a file, send a message, create a task, add a row to a spreadsheet, send a reminder. So the simple formula is, when this happens, do that. That is the heart of automation. You do not need to think like a programmer. You just need to notice which small tasks you repeat again and again. Before choosing any tool, ask this question: what repetitive task is wasting my time? That question matters because beginners often start with the wrong thing. They ask, should I use Zapier, Make, Power Automate, or N8N? Those tools can all be useful, but the tool is not the starting point. The workflow is the starting point. A good beginner automation usually has a few signs. You do the task more than once a week. The steps are usually the same. The task does not require deep judgment. And if the automation fails once, it is not a disaster. Start with low-risk tasks. Do not start by automating payments, deleting files, or sending final client messages. Start with moving information, organizing files, creating reminders, or updating a tracker. Now let's look at practical examples. Example number 1. Form to spreadsheet. This is one of the easiest automations to understand. Someone fills out a form. Their answer automatically goes into a spreadsheet. You can use this for content ideas, customer requests, feedback, signups, surveys, or personal tracking. The trigger is, a form is submitted. The action is, add the response to a spreadsheet. This saves time because you do not have to copy and paste answers manually. It also keeps everything organized in one place. Example number 2. Email attachment to cloud folder. Imagine you receive invoices, receipts, reports, or documents by email. Instead of downloading each file manually, an automation can save matching attachments to a folder. The trigger is, a new email arrives. The condition could be the email has an attachment, or the subject contains a keyword like invoice. The action is, save the attachment to a folder. This is useful because it reduces manual checking. You are not hunting through your inbox every time you need a file. The file is already where it belongs. Example number 3. Content workflow automation. For a content creator, automation can connect a topic tracker to a production checklist. For example, when a topic is marked as approved in a spreadsheet, it can create tasks for script, voiceover, video, thumbnail, upload, and shorts. That does not create the content for you, but it creates the production system around the content. That is where automation becomes powerful. It reduces the mental load. You do not have to remember every next step. The system reminds you. Now let's talk briefly about automation tools. You may hear names like Zapier, Make, IFTTT, Power Automate, or N8N. These tools are different, but the idea is similar. They connect apps together. You choose a trigger. You choose an action. Then you test the automation. For beginners, the exact tool matters less than understanding the workflow. If you understand trigger and action, you can learn almost any no-code automation tool. Here's a simple way to design your first automation. Step 1. Write down one repeated task. For example, every time I get a content idea, I add it to my tracker. Step 2. Write down where the task starts. Maybe it starts from a form, an email, a note, or a spreadsheet. Step 3. Write down what should happen next. Maybe it should create a row, send a notification, make a task, or save a file. Step 4. Decide if you need a rule. For example, only run this automation if the idea is marked as approved. Step 5. Test it with one simple example. Do not build a giant automation on day 1. Build one small automation and make sure it works. Then improve it. Here's a beginner example you can imagine clearly. Let's say you want to collect video ideas. You create a simple form with 3 questions. What is the video idea? What category is it in? How important is it? When you submit the form, the answer automatically goes into your topic spreadsheet. Then the automation sends you a message saying, "New video idea added." That is a complete beginner automation. The trigger is the form submission. The first action is adding a row to the spreadsheet. The second action is sending a notification. No coding required. And the benefit is clear. Your ideas go into the right place automatically. Now here are the mistakes beginners should avoid. Mistake number 1, automating a messy process. If your manual process is confusing, automation will not fix it. It may just make the confusion happen faster. Before automating, write the steps clearly. Mistake number 2, building too many steps at once. Start with one trigger and one action. Once that works, add more. Mistake number 3, automating important decisions too early. Automation is great for moving information, sending reminders, creating tasks, and organizing files. But be careful with anything that sends final messages, makes payments, deletes files, or changes important records. Mistake number 4, not testing. Always test with a small example. Check that the information goes to the right place. Check that the notification looks right. Check that the automation does not run when it should not. Now, how do AI tools fit into this? AI can make automation more useful, but it should come after the workflow is clear. Here's a simple beginner rule. Use automation to move information. Use AI to understand or rewrite information. For example, automation can send meeting notes to an AI tool. AI can summarize the notes. Then automation can save the summary in a document or send it to you. That sounds advanced, but the pieces are still simple. Trigger. AI step. Action. If you want to start today, here is your first exercise. Pick one repeated task from your week. Write it in this format. When this happens, do that. For example, when I receive an invoice email, save the attachment to a folder. When I add a new topic idea, add it to my content tracker. When a form is submitted, add the response to a spreadsheet. Once you can write the task in that format, you are ready to automate it. And if there is a specific automation you want explained in a future video, leave it in the comments. I may turn it into a beginner-friendly walkthrough. The main lesson is simple. Automation is not about being technical. Automation is about removing repeated steps. Start small. Pick one low-risk task. Use the trigger and action formula. Test it, then build from there. If this helped, subscribe to AI Daily for simple AI tools, automation ideas, and productivity workflows for beginners. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.